Today I want to teach you that when authors use language in especially inventive and playful ways, it's kind of like they are pulling on a reader's sleeve, saying, "Notice this." Skilled readers notice when an author has done something special and think extra hard to make sure they understand what the author is trying to say or show. Readers, earlier, we read aloud parts of Jane Yolen's book, Owl Moon. I think this was way back in the first session. We tried to read the book with feeling, picturing the scenes as we read. Like this one. It was late one winter night, long past my bedtime, when Pa and I went owling. Do you remember that from session 1? I'm going to reread from the middle of the book, when Pa and the narrator are deep in the woods. We reached the line of pine trees, black and pointy against the sky, and Pa held up his hand. I stopped right where I was and waited. He looked up, as if searching the stars, as if reading a map up there. Wait, I almost forgot to stop. Did you notice how the author used language in a special way? Like how Pa looking up as if searching the stars, as if reading a map up there? We don't want to read right past a sentence like that. It deserves our attention. To pay attention to special language, I do a few things. First, I notice it. Second, I reread. Third, I recall what's going on in the story up to that point. And fourth, I question what the author is trying to convey with the special language. I ask, why did the author use these particular words? What special meaning does the author want me to get? Let's think about these steps with our story. What's going on in the story at this point? What special meaning does the author want us to understand? As I read, I want you to act out Pa. You can stay sitting, but I'm going to reread this part. Remember as you're acting to use everything you know from the whole story. Are you ready? We reached the line of pine trees, black and pointy against the sky, and Pa held up his hand. I stopped right where I was and waited. He looked up, as if searching the stars, as if reading a map up there. Were you trying to act as Pa as I was reading that? So what does it mean that Pa searched the stars as if reading a map up there? What does the author want us to know about how he looked up at the sky? You might want to take a few minutes and pause the video right now so that you can think about this question and how you would answer it. I'm thinking that this is a comparison of how Pa was really staring hard at the sky, like you would stare closely at a map. You might also be thinking that Pa was looking up at the sky because he was trying to find clues about where the owl might be. Remembering what's going on in the whole story is a big part of figuring out what authors mean when they use inventive language. I like that we are really thinking and asking, what might the author want me to get? You know the author used words in special ways for a reason, and we're really starting to pay attention to why.